Welcome to Zai Headlines. I'm Helen Liao. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in today's headlines, Tzu Chi College of Technology sends a group of its students on an overseas program to visit Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Singapore. The Tzu Chi Philippines chapter is handing out 223 bags of rice to the Mirror-like Hills and Haven for Women to help solve their meal budget problem. And in Kota Kinabalu City, Malaysia, we meet Zheng Wanqi, who is promoting vegetarianism to her family members. We start today's show in Taiwan. Every summer holiday, the Tzu Chi College of Technology sends a group of its students on an overseas program to visit Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Singapore. This year, over 20 students are taking part, and prior to departing, they put together a series of performances and also made their own costumes and props. Let's take a look.
While most students are planning fun ways to spend their summer holiday, this group of young adults is actually thinking about how to spread happiness to others. As the Goodwill Ambassadors of Tzu Chi College of Technology, they have come up with a series of performances for their overseas trip.
He also told us, before we cook every day, to put aside some rice to help poor families.
Putting their creativity to the test, students make their own costumes and props and also hold a final rehearsal before the trip.
When I heard we were going overseas, I was very excited because it will be my first time traveling abroad and taking a plan. So I tried my best to get selected for the trip.
Every year, Tzu Chi College of Technology puts together a group of students for an exchange program. This year, the 20 students participating are first given 2 weeks of intensive training. Students arrive in Malaysia's Johor Tzu Chi Kindergarten for their first stop and put on a folk song show for the children. The shining smiles on the children's faces mark a great start to the students' overseas trip.
Also organizing summer programs for students are the Tzu Chi volunteers in the Education Mission section of the United States, who are holding a summer camp from July 6th to August 5th. This year, there are almost twice as many participants as last year. Students from Taiwan's Tzu Chi Senior High School and Tzu Chi University are staying with host families while away from home. Besides attending classes, they will also be participating in activities such as food distribution and free clinics. Here's more.
At the start of Tzu Chi LA Summer Camp's host family meeting, the president of Tzu Chi's U.S. Mission of Education shares words from Hualien's Jingsi Abode Master.
Every time I see the Tzu Chi LA Summer Camp schedule, it makes me wish I were eligible to attend.
Students from Taiwan's Tzu Chi Senior High and University participate in a month-long summer camp. This is the second year in which Tzu Chi LA Summer Camp has been held in the U.S. Last year's camp was a huge success, so participants have increased to 58 students this year.
We are developing them to be leaders. In other words, each student will get an opportunity to lead the group.
Host families are selected by matching students to host siblings who are similar in age.
I'm looking forward to the children's arrival. I'm already thinking of what meals to cook for them and where to take them.
We are sharing with them what living in the U.S. is like by taking them to the supermarket, gas stations, and banks.
The students arrive on the evening of July 6th at Los Angeles Airport.
I'm excited. This is my first time in the United States.
I hope to strengthen my English abilities and not be afraid of speaking English.
We are blessed to have this opportunity to learn from those who are very fortunate.
Everyone is looking forward to their month in the U.S.
Moving to Taiwan, we join Taichung Tzu Chi volunteers as they visit kindergartens to teach students about environmental protection. Volunteers put on a fashion show, including clothing made from recycled plastic bottles. Let's take a look.
Tzu Chi volunteers are not normally found modeling, But the clothes these Taichung Tzu Chi volunteers are wearing are all made from recycled plastic bottles. In fact, it's not just adult clothes, but clothes for baby too.
Don't assume that items made from plastic bottles are rough to the touch. Give it a try. Touch the fabric.
Volunteers visit schools to share conservation ideas with students and teachers.
从今天回去可以做得到吗？可以。好，如果你有保特瓶的话，要怎么办？拿回收。
保特瓶把它变成
This technology enabling the recycling of plastic bottles as blankets is amazing. The reuse of items is also a valuable lesson.
用过的东西，请师姐们跟师伯们。
We invite Tzu Chi volunteers to visit our school and share conservation values with us so that our students learn that they can do their part, however small, in recycling.
It's never too early to teach conservation values. Mother Earth needs your help.
When the Tzu Chi Philippines chapter learned that the Marillac Hills and Haven for Women are having budget problems, they brought a shipment of rice from Taiwan and held a distribution on June 27th. Volunteers handed out 223 bags of rice, which helped solve the meal budget problem, and also allowed the extra funding to go towards the purchase of milk for children. Let's take a look.
The truck carrying the rice arrives at Marillac Hills. Tzu Chi volunteers were first here to distribute rice last November, and they are here once again. The shelter houses 240 girls who are all underage and placed here either due to law violation or injuries. For a long time, the food budget has always been a burden.
With the shipment of rice, we can reduce our expenses and spend our funding on the children instead.
Besides Marillac Hills, the Haven for Women also needs help. The first supply of rice they received from Tzu Chi lasted for 2 months, and they did not expect the quality to be even better than the rice they bought.
At least we are able to save the money from buying the rice and use it to buy medicines or milk for the children.
They have enough rice to eat and are able to use the spare money on other places.
This time, a total of 223 bags of rice are distributed. The care comes from Taiwan and again brings warmth to a dark corner.
Also in Asia, but in Indonesia, the deputy principal of Batam International University, Meliana, recognized Tzu Chi's philosophy and embodies these values into her daily life. This year, she participated in the Tzu Chi volunteer training program, and she often helped out at free clinics and food aid distributions. As a Muslim, many have questioned her identity due to her volunteer work with Tzu Chi, but she believes that love transcends all religious boundaries. The deputy principal of Batam International University, Meliana, is a wonderful and inspiring teacher in the classroom.
Our teacher is wonderful. She teaches us the importance of ethics and morality.
At the recycling station, Meliana helps sort recyclables, while many question her Muslim identity due to her volunteer work with a Buddhist organization. She provides them with both a humble and compelling response.
Some people ask me, isn't Tzu Chi a Buddhist organization? And my reply is, Tzu Chi has also helped many non-Buddhists.
When Tzu Chi visited the campus to promote environmental protection, Meliana fully supported and participated in the event. After attending volunteer training and reading Jingsi aphorisms and books, she's even more determined to continue working with Tzu Chi.
I respect and follow Master Zheng Yan because she leads by example. We must wisely use of our time to spread benevolence through our actions.
The work of Tzu Chi truly transcends all religious and racial boundaries and continues to spread love to all corners of the world. In Malacca, Malaysia, 46-year-old Siti Rubiah, who suffered from cataracts for 4 years, didn't have the courage to undergo surgery. Last year, her daughter applied for Tzu Chi scholarship aid, and through home visits, volunteers found out about Siti's plight. This year, with volunteers' encouragement, she finally made a visit to Tzu Chi's Malacca Free Clinic Center and underwent surgery that helped her to see the world again. Cooking a meal may be easy for many, but for Siti Rubiah, who was diagnosed with cataracts 4 years ago, it is a difficult task. Since being diagnosed with cataracts, Siti Rubiah had to learn to perform chores with blurry eyesight and tolerate the scornful judgments of others. Fearing the total loss of her eyesight, however, she was not willing to undergo surgery.
My mother lives with her roommate. He used to tell others that my mother was blind.
Last year, Siti Rubiah's daughter applied for Tzu Chi scholarship aid, and through the home visits, volunteers found out about her problem.
ID card, yellow card, and letter. Let's put all of them together.
With volunteers' persistent encouragement, Siti Rubiah finally gained the confidence to have her eyes checked at the free clinic.
We took her to our free clinic as soon as we had an ophthalmology department.
I found out that she can't really see with her 2 eyes. She needed to undergo cataract surgery. There was a high probability she would be cured.
With the encouragement of her doctor, Siti Rubiah gained the courage to have her problems treated. The volunteers even provided her with free transportation for clinic visits.
She didn't have transportation to go back to the hospital for checkups. If she asked her niece to take her, her niece would have to take a day off work. So I decided to give her a ride.
After her surgery, Siti Rubiah regained her eyesight. Today, she has come to the free clinic for a checkup.
I want to thank all the volunteers because they brought me here to undergo the surgery. When I'm fully recovered, I will go find a job because I need to support my family.
Holding an umbrella to block the sun from Siti Rubiah, the volunteers promise to continue their love and care for her in the years to come. Staying in Malaysia, Malacca Tzu Chi chapter continues to reach out to needy schools by providing resources ranging from second-hand computers to subsidies for textbooks, meal, and transportation. Recently, after learning that students at the Ladang Sanggai Baru Tamil Elementary School often go hungry while staying after-school tutoring, Tzu Chi volunteers sprang into action, providing meal subsidies and reusable utensils. They also grasped the opportunity to teach students about safeguarding our planet.
At the National Ladang Sanggai Baru Elementary School, a group of 6th graders often go hungry while staying after school for tutoring. When volunteers learned of the situation, they decided to provide meal subsidies for these 11 students.
Every day we wait for our parents to bring us lunch boxes. But not everyone gets a lunch box, so we share our food with those that don't have any.
We feel terrible for these students. If they are hungry, they cannot learn effectively. They will only have the energy to learn effectively if their stomachs are full.
On the first day of the after-school program, volunteers not only cheer the students on, but also give them reusable utensils, teach them about cherishing our resources.
In the past, we used styrofoam lunch boxes, but now we use the reusable lunch boxes and utensils from Tzu Chi. These are safer and more environmentally friendly.
We must not waste water, both drinking water and tap water.
10 days later, volunteers returned to the school to hold a seminar on the topic of environmentalism, where they inspire the students as well as the principal and teachers.
We will prepare recycling bins for each class, just like the ones given to us by the volunteers. We will tell our students that they can bring recyclables from home. Our school has received so much help from Tzu Chi, and I hope we can give back.
Adik, mau menabung. Sekarang juga, boleh? Boleh ya, bagus.
Besides giving back through recycling, the school also gives Tzu Chi the small donations they collected from the students.
All the donations in the coin bank are from the students. I tell my students that when they grow up, they must help others in the same way others have helped them.
The students express their gratitude by adopting coin banks while learning to give back. Volunteers hope to continue working with the school to create a vibrant and happy campus.
Each and every one of us has the power to help others.
Back to Taiwan, some 1,040 artworks were submitted to the 7th Jingsi Aphorisms Calligraphy and Cartoon Contest. Of the 350 selected works of painting and calligraphy, this year 147 were from central Taiwan. An award ceremony was held last weekend to praise the creativity and hard work of these children. Let's take a look.
This colorful and bright painting of two little girls running around happily in the natural environment is the artwork of 6-year-old Zhuang Yanci, who received an award for her creative interpretation of a Jingsi aphorism.
I really enjoy running with my sister. I want to be able to enjoy myself and have fun.
One Jingsi aphorism says, positive thinking is the best way to prevent spiritual contagion. I hope they will understand the meaning of this saying and in future put it into practice in their lives.
4th grader Chen Hongyu, who received an award for his excellent calligraphy about a Jingsi aphorism, says that the words of wisdom have taught him to be sensible.
When I do something wrong, I will reflect on myself. Jingsi aphorisms also taught me to be filial to my parents and respect my elders.
Of the 355 selected works, 147 were from central Taiwan. At the award ceremony, the 60 awardees are receiving their certificate and also sharing with others the wisdom they have gained from Jingsi aphorisms.
Moving back to Malaysia, in Kota Kinabalu City, 39-year-old Zheng Wanqi, who is a member of Tzu Chi's parent-child class, decided to promote vegetarianism in her family after watching the musical adaptation of the Water Repentance Sutra. Now 9 months pregnant, she still insists on cooking healthy vegetarian meals for her family every day. The delicious and colorful vegetarian meals have won the hearts of her children and husband. Her husband even says that his health has improved. 39-year-old Zheng Wanqi, who long wanted to promote vegetarianism in her family, is a member of Tzu Chi's parent-child class. Last year, after watching the Water Repentance Sutra, her family finally became vegetarian.
健康是第一咯。第二，我们知道对的东西就要去做。
After watching the performance of the sutra, we decided to go meatless first for the health benefits. Secondly, because we needed to do the right thing. And thirdly, because we don't want to generate bad karma with others.
要快点哦，赶快做。
Every day, Zheng Wanqi insists on cooking vegetarian lunch for her family, and she makes sure they absorb all the nutrients they need by incorporating vegetables of 5 different colors. The colorful dishes make children enjoy vegetarian food.
喜欢吃妈妈煮的饭吗？
喜欢。
为什么？
因为没有肉。妈妈讲，吃素不杀生命比较好。因为如果你是动物的话，你给人家这样杀也是不好。
你喜欢吃素吗？
喜欢。
为什么？
不用吃荤。
吃荤不好吗？
不好。
为什么？
伤害到地球。
Wanqi's husband says that since his family embraced a diet of meatlessness and non-processed food, his health has improved.
I used to get sick and tired really easily. It has been a year since our family went meatless, and I haven't got sick since then. I think my health has improved.
To this family, becoming vegetarian has not only benefited their health, but also saved our planet. They say this is something that all of us should embrace. In Taiwan, Zhonghong Technology Company in Houli, Taichung, has more than 200 employees, and most of them consume non-vegetarian food during lunchtime. In order to promote the vegetarianism concept of Eat 80% Full, the volunteers pick a particular day to prepare vegetarian meals and make a lunch day with the corporation's workers, where they receive unanimously good reviews afterwards.
Early in the morning, the volunteers began to appear in the kitchen of Houli's liaison office. While some chop and some pick out vegetables, their busy hands also carry out the mission to promote vegetarianism.
To feel the goodness of vegetarian foods through our vegetarian meals and join in the promotion of Eat 80% Full movement.
After the preparation of more than 200 vegetarian meals was finished, the volunteers rushed to deliver them to the corporation before noon. When the employees saw the delicious dishes of delicacies, they could not stop singing praises.
It was not the plain green vegetables that we would normally imagine. Therefore, its diversity was excellent.
Dishes were rich in color and didn't feel like I was eating vegetarian food. Second, it had a real sense of warmth. I really appreciate Tzu Chi sisters.
The owner of this corporation has been a long-term supporter of Tzu Chi. Especially during the times of disasters, he often made donations to help people. He also voluntarily responded when he heard the Eat 80% Full campaign. His wife, who favors non-vegetarian dishes, also benefits from the belief of vegetarianism.
I thought vegetarian dishes were not good because I didn't know how to make them. When I ate, there was no burden in my heart. Next time, I also want to learn how to cook.
This cheerful vegetarian lunch day ends satisfactorily. Our workers receive a precious lesson. That is, as a matter of fact, vegetarianism can also safeguard the earth.
Hualien County Health Bureau has previously worked with Tzu Chi in the medical mission and also in carrying out free clinics for needy families. This time, while on a trip to take part in an international seminar, staff seized the opportunity to visit the Tzu Chi New York chapter to learn how the Buddhist NGO is promoting its work in a nation far away from home. Let's take a look.
While on a trip to the United States, staff from the Hualien County Health Bureau is also visiting the Tzu Chi New York chapter.
How do we get our members to enjoy lunch and at the same time also conserve on resources? So we thought about using bamboo leaves.
Tzu Chi volunteers share their experiences in promoting the Buddhist NGO.
How do we, through the United Nations or other diverse channels, promote the philosophy of Tzu Chi to more international organizations and people from around the globe?
From Taiwan to the United States, Tzu Chi's love is reaching every needy corner of society.
At the end of the show, we go to Taichung City in Taiwan, where Tzu Chi volunteers are providing a meaningful summer holidays for Tzu Chi care recipients' children by holding 3 seminars of the Happy Healthy Camp. The first seminar, that started on July 9th, was attended by over 150 people and was filled with happiness and laughter. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for watching Dai Headlines. Goodbye.